How many guys have you slept with?
No.
Come on, I really want to know.
I don't want to tell you.
I mean, we're talking, we're being open. Like, I swear I won't get mad. Swear.
You promised you won't get mad.
Promise, swear to God. How about this? How about we say our number at the same time?
Like,
Okay. Guys, before she says this, let's do a red flag check. Okay? She has like a million tattoos. Like, look. Her literal whole body is covered. Like, she has black ink everywhere, you see? On her whole body, presumably. Okay? Yeah, you see that? Yeah. So, before she says this, remember the heuristic, okay? The heuristic is that every small tattoo is an end count of 5, and every big tattoo is an end count of 10. Now, how big is the end count if the whole body is covered? I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Okay, on the count of 3.
on the count of 3?
Count of 3.
All right.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. 135.
135. Not sure if life is comedy or tragedy, guys. 135. Wouldn't you love to be number 136? Now imagine if it were reversed. Okay, if the guy had 135 and the girl had 7. That's not bad. That's all right. And you can imagine that if that were the case, the guy wouldn't be making this TikTok, right? Disaster. 135. Yeah, and then these girls want to be girlfriends, right? They've totally burned out their ability to pair bond. They've been like alpha widowed God knows how many times. If she has 135 end count, God knows how many times alpha widowed. And we're supposed to be attracted and marry this? Like...
7, that's it?
Excuse me? Say that again? 135?
Well, yeah, I slept with a lot of dudes. I don't know.
Yeah, you did? 135?
135. And that's the end of the relationship right there. And she said it on TikTok too. How embarrassing for a guy to have your girlfriend say that. That's... Ooh, baby, that's rough.
Why are you leaving me?
When your best friend chooses wife life over garden tool life. And here's the thing, guys. If your wife, her best friend is a garden tool, well, guess what? Your friend is going to be a garden tool at some point in the future. Past behavior is the best indicator of future behavior. If she has an end count of 135, you know, like, it's not going to go great. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're liking the content new to the channel, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you'd like me to comment on a video compilation, blog post, Reddit post, please send the link to the heliosblog@gmail.com. By the way, in the background here, that's Super Metroid 100% Tool System Speedrun. Just look it up on YouTube. It has more than 1 million views. If you agree or disagree with my commentary, please give me a comment. That's what the comment box is for. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, it's patreon.com/theheliosblog. All right? Okay, let's continue.
I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah.
I knew she'd find a way to get over me, but I never thought.
Oh, I see. So the guy, this girl's with a guy who's more, you know, alpha than her husband. She takes off the wedding ring and throws it out the window. Enough said. That describes 2022 dating in a nutshell. It's why men don't want to get married. That's why. Because in one moment, right, the girl could be with a, you know, more attractive, a more successful guy, a more interesting guy in her eyes, and that's all she needs. And then she's gonna go with that guy. That is the state of 2022 dating. So why would we get married in 2022? Try to convince a guy to do it. It's not going to happen. All right, let's continue. Finding out I was having a baby boy. And then she's like, what? She's like, raising him to be a raging womanist. Yeah, okay. I guess it's like it's a single mom. Right, so she's going to raise his son to be a womanist in order to get revenge on all of the alpha males that alpha widowed her. To get revenge on Chad, she's going to make Chad's kid weak. Is that the joke here? Yeah. Again, that describes 2022 in a nutshell. I know a lot of the viewers, right? They were brainwashed by their mom or their sister or their teachers or just culture in general to be weak, right? And that's because they didn't know any better, right? So if you don't know any better, you can't be blamed for not being savvy to how the world works. But then you discover content like this and you turn everything around. So it's good that you're here. So that's just how it works, right? Like and then these girls, like, they brainwash their sons, and all it does is it actually makes their own genes go extinct, right? Because a man who's weak doesn't reproduce. So, like, I don't know what the deal is. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so here is the husband list, okay? So this is the I've had my fun and now I'm ready to settle down, the list of what the new guy needs, okay? After she slept with 20 chads, 30 chads, 50 chads, all of which they didn't need to meet these requirements, okay? So he needs good credit, no kids, rich, and he needs to be an iPhone user. Yeah? Perfect. About me, I have 8 kids. Oh, and 1 on the way. 9 kids. They aren't that expensive. What a disaster. What you think about that? What I think about that is I'm going to run for the hills. That's what I think about that. And most men would agree. Nobody is going to come and save your 8 kids. She has 9 kids by 9 different chats. Disaster. You cannot replace their dad, but I expect you to be the male role model they deserve.
Want to be a part of my world? You better be prepared to make them your world.
Yeah, don't be a simp.
Yeah, so again, these girls, what they do is they have Chad's kid, right? But Chad won't commit to them because they have, character flaws that prevent them from being good long-term relationship material, right? And so what happens is then Chad leaves them and they need stability, they need security, right? They need somebody to take care of this kid. And so they expect the next guy or the next guys to do that. They expect the next guy to make Chad's kid their world, right? Yeah. But guys aren't doing that. Guys aren't getting married. Guys aren't taking care of single mothers. And that describes 2022 perfectly, right? Like, guys aren't willing to do this anymore. Sorry. You made the mistake. You deal with the consequences. Get with Chad now. Oh, wait, he's not going to commit to you? I can't imagine why.
Don't be a simp. I was a simp once. I helped raise 3 other children.
Oh.
When they got older, she just divorced me. She no longer had a need for me, so believe me.
Exactly.
Don't fall for this trap, guys.
That's exactly right. So, again, she has Chad's kid, so you're not there for genetics, so you're just a useful idiot. So once you've outlived your usefulness, you'll just be discarded. Again, this is what happens. If you believe the woman is brainwashing, if you believe the matriarchy is brainwashing, if you follow what girls want and what they say they need, if you follow it, guess what? Then they'll divorce you when you're no longer useful, right? And again, the idea is laughable that you should get married in 2022, right? Imagine paying $200,000 to $500,000 on kids that aren't yours, and then being divorced after that. Imagine that.
It's fucking stupid.
Exactly.
Well, guys, I think she's finally done it. She's finally made it to where I'm at my breaking point.
Okay, what'd she do?
I dropped my daughter off yesterday. and usually I put the car seat in the car and get to say goodbye. And I didn't get to do that yesterday. I've been so emotional.
Oh, so this is just another example of a woman who marries a guy, divorces him, and then it turns the kids against him. Yeah, that's a classic. Again, 2022 in a nutshell. Like 2022 is like a disaster for relationships, and you shouldn't be in those kind of relationships in this day and age. If you want a marriage, if you want if you want children, if you want a stable family, you need to change countries. All right, what a woman should do while at university. Many women believe that they should become a strong, independent woman while in university in order to attract the man that they want. This will not work, or at best it'll be neutral. Let me tell you what a woman should do in university in order to maximize her long-term success in life. So again, these girls, what they do is they go to university, they sleep around with Chad, they have his kid, and then they expect another man to take care of it. That's what these girls are doing. And they're getting their, terrible, women's studies degree or whatever. So they're also brainwashed by womanism. Like, that is not what a woman should do, okay? So the goals of men and women are different. First of all, women need to understand that men and women are different. The goal of a man in university is to maximize his career path and fitness. The goal of a woman in university is to choose a career that allows her freedom and flexibility while also locking down a man who can provide for her in the future. For women, they could fail the university degree but still attain a lot of success in life if they manage to lock down a good provider while in university who has good long-term prospects. What career path to choose for women? First, I will list some bad careers that will not work for women, as they are too time-consuming or force you to pick career or family. Here are bad careers for women that they should not choose, okay? Doctor, lawyer, engineer, pharmacist, software engineer, accountant, actuarial scientist. Try these careers instead, which allow for better work-life balance and will allow you to have a family. Teacher, working for some governmental agency, IT. So, in IT, you're important enough to be able to get a job even after you've raised children, since IT is so important nowadays, and you could even work for the government. Notice how when I made suggestions, I kept in mind that women should be having their first child young at age 24 to 28. This is because women do not want to be having children during geriatric pregnancy, but want to be having children when they're young and fertile to maximize the health of their future children. The careers I've recommended also allow you to take time off for children while still being paid, which is very important. So the best strategy for women in university is to lock down a man of value while he's still young. You're much more likely to maximize your long-term results if you get a man of value then. This strategy works best for women who are 5s and 6s but feminine. You can lock down a man that normally would have been taken by a more attractive woman, but the more attractive women were partying and wasting their prime years on stupid short-term pleasure and validation. If you want a doctor, lawyer, pharmacist, the best time to get him is while he's in university. If he becomes much harder to attain when he's older and more established, only an 8, 9, or 10 could get him then. Best men to choose for the long term if women are in university. Here are the career paths you're looking for while in university. Lock down the most physically fit man you can who has the following. Career path: doctor, lawyer, pharmacist, engineer, accountant, actuarial scientist, software engineer, programmer, or IT. And in Northern European countries or Canada, he could be a teacher as well. Get married quickly, age 21 to 22, and start having children in 2 to 3 years with him to provide for you. You can get the benefit of the husband providing for you, money for the government, and fit, healthy children. Another strategy you could use while in university is to try to snag an older man. Get a job in an office in the government and try to start a relationship with one of the men who work the above jobs. Get married to an older, unmarried man and follow the same strategy as above. This one is much harder because older, more established men are much more difficult to attain. You'll really have to work hard to get those. And when I say a girl has to work hard, I mean she has to be fit, feminine, cooperative, submissive, and bedroom fun, loyal. No tattoos, don't sleep around, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, back to the compilation.
Wait, so you're really trying to leave me?
I thought you had a good time overall.
I did I had a great time.
I thought we
that wasn't the thing.
Too, but we didn't
That ain't the thing. You gotta hear me out. That ain't the thing. I'm saying I just wanted to come. I know dude from social media, so I thought we was gonna come and I was gonna try a couple advertising stuff. But after you ordered the steak, I figured you was really into me. If you know what I'm saying.
No, well, we're at this place where they have.
Nah, man, you don't get it, man.
They have these amazing steaks.
So the guy dropped $600 on the first date, and this girl now wants to leave and say thanks.
I mean, who you think I am, Big Meech? You think I'm Big Meech? You know?
Why would you bring me here then?
What do you mean? You recommended this. Why would you bring me here?
So the girl recommends the restaurant, which is this crazy expensive restaurant. She then has the guy pay $600 for her so she can try the steak. And now she wants to turn around and say, I thought you had a great time. So this is literally called a foodie call, right? The girl is just using the guy for his money so she can have the dinner she wants. And then she's going to leave and sleep with Chad.
I said I wanted to go on a date. We could have walked around, hold hands on South Beach or something. You know what I'm saying? I could have got you a rose or something simple.
Don't make me feel bad about...
No. Make me feel bad. How am I making you feel bad? I'm just saying, maybe we can go...
Disaster. So again, guys, this is why you do not take girls on dinner dates on the first date, because she could be one of these girls. A girl that's just using you, a girl who's just using you for your money, and then when the date's over, oh, I thought you had a great time. Thanks for paying. See ya. I don't understand what this girl is doing. She's like dancing on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, I guess. This is supposed to be attractive, I guess.
So the video I made about not hitting men in the nuts because it wasn't funny got taken down for harassment and bullying. And I'm gonna be careful because I don't want this taken down. But I just think it's so crazy how TikTok lets a video of a woman hitting a man in a sensitive place up, even though they're laughing about his pain. But a video of me educating other people not to do that because it actually hurts and can cause a lot of problems, and that you shouldn't hit them in the nuts just for fun, is getting taken down.
Yeah, that describes TikTok perfectly. TikTok's guidelines are basically like maximum freedom for women and minimum freedom for men. It's the platform for that. You cannot say anything that's against women there. If you do, guess what? You're going to get taken down, because TikTok makes basically all of its money off of the attention of women. So there you go. Okay, let's look at this fake Tinder profile. This is Vera. Again, these are fake profiles, right? You can just Google all the ones that I've found. But again, even these fake joke profiles, right? There's a lot to learn from them, and you can use this information when you are swiping on your online dating. If you choose to do that, I know it's like many men are choosing not to date because, well, for obvious reasons. But let's say you do make the idiotic decision. This is what to look out for, okay? So this girl's 24, and she's looking for someone to kill roaches and reach the top shelf. So again, this is supposed to be like a joke, right? But the idea is the following. You see how she's 24, which is older than 18 to 23? So the point is, she's past the rock star phase. Now she's looking for a guy to settle down with. She wants a guy to be, you know, the housekeeper, basically, to kill roaches and reach the top shelf. Someone who has good utility for her. You see what I'm saying? That is the idea. Like, she's saying with other words that she's looking for a beta male, right? Don't be that guy. Just like you saw in the previous video, right? The previous TikTok where the guy paid for a $600 dinner, and then the girl's like, don't make me feel bad for whatever. Yeah. The girl's exploiting the guy and then blaming the guy for making her feel bad. You see? All right. Back to the compilation here.
I'm just saying.
To the incels who said I would be way hotter if I lost like 5 pounds. Yeah, you're literally right. But I don't remember asking for a stinky man's opinion. So go to war and die already. That's all you're good for.
Yeah, okay. So again, she's just like, if a guy says something that's you know, insensitive or whatever, then the girls go straight for the ad hominems, right? Straight for the ad hominems, like you know, you're not a man, you can't get girls, etc., etc. This is classic. Also, she has a bull ring in her nose, which is a huge red flag, and the entitled attitude. Like, again, 2022 in a nutshell. Let's continue.
When you're like, it's the hairy armpits for me, you're so observant. But I also have stomach hair, back hair, arm hair, and leg hair. And you're probably just as hairy as me, but you've been removing it since 6th grade. Like you, I could remove my hair at a moment's notice.
but it's actually you who needs to change, not me. And bad news, it might take years to fix that unattractive, judgmental personality. But
yeah, she totally doesn't have an unattractive, judgmental personality. Totally. Also, look at her bed. You see how her bed's not made and it's just a total disaster? So these girls, they filmed these TikToks like 25 times, right? So that she didn't think to clean her room before she did the TikTok. That says everything you need to know. Like, she doesn't care about what other people think. She just, you know, she's just going to do her. Which, again, that is not a compliment. She should be more worried about what other people think. Otherwise, she's not going to get the man that she wants, and she's going to end up alone with cats and boxed wine.
But hey, good luck.
So funny, so nice. Okay, the same one. We're going to...
Curved you, I'm winning. You sad, I'm chilling. Making money, that's the goal. You stick your dick in any hole. I guess your Smurf cute. But she ain't me, though.
I don't understand. Like, so what she's saying is she's with guys to make money, I guess? Like, making money is the goal. Get your bag, sis. Like, these girls are clueless about what, like what women actually need. These girls have become the men that they want, that they want to be with, and then they wonder why they end up alone with cats and boxed wine. All right, let's go to the article. Calling grown women girls is against women. Here are 4 reasons why. I landed my first womanist internship when I was a freshman in college. That's all you need to know, guys. And it was there that I made a very frequent mistake. In writing about situations involving grown women, I would repeatedly call them girls. Oh, this is a boy writing this article. Yeah, okay, a self-hater. It didn't take long for me to be informed that it was unacceptable, especially in writing and particularly news writing, to refer to adults as boys or girls. This seems like common sense now, although actually putting it into practice can still be hard for me. That's because saying girls comes naturally to me, as it does to so many of us. But just like calling groups of people guys is a widespread and completely normalized practice and inadvertently minimizes the existence of women. No, it doesn't. So does calling groups of people girls. And yet, unlike using guys as a third-person plural catch-all, the use of the word girls refers to women is very rarely called out as against women. In fact, it still goes largely unnoticed even by people who should know better. Even I'm still guilty of calling women girls. Even though I know I shouldn't, the word still finds its way to the tip of my tongue, and I hear it everywhere in my circles too. People, including me, go out with the girls, identify themselves and their friends to the world as girls, and talk generally about women's issues by talking about the lives of girls, even though they mean women. Oh no, this is a woman, okay. Even media with womanist leanings use girls as a catch-all for adult topics or stories about adult women. Think of shows like Girlfriends, New Girl, Gilmore Girls, and even Lena Dunham's own Girls, or movies like Girl with Dragon Tattoo, Girl Interrupted, etc. That's because calling women girls is commonplace, and most people don't bat an eyelash when they do it or when they hear someone else doing it. Okay, do you want to know why women like to be called girls? I'll give you a hint. It's because men value, it has to do with biology. Men value youth and fertility, right? So if you call all women girls, it actually makes all women more attractive, ironically. So, and it's also flattering because the implication of calling an older woman a girl is that you still find her attractive. So that's why this has not been removed from the vernacular, because all women want to feel like they're a girl, because that's when they were the most attractive. You see? When they were 18 to 23, they were still considered a girl, not a woman. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Countless think pieces chronicle an author's journey to decide whether one is not a girl or no. Okay. Here's the thing. Calling a woman a girl isn't okay. False. When we call women girls, we're using the force of language to make them smaller. No, you're using the force of language to make them appear younger, which is, again, it's what women want. That's why the makeup industry is so, makes so much money, etc. Okay, when we call women girls, we're infantilizing them. The textbook definition of a girl is a female identified person under the age of 18. No, that's the textbook definition, but that's not the way that it's used. It's used to describe a girl who's young and fertile, right? So if she's like, let's say 18 to 26, you might call her a girl still. And so again, when women are in the rock star phase, when they're at their most attractive, all women want to feel that way. So that's why, as I said, that's why this phrasing exists. In that way, the term refers to children. No, this is a terrible argument. Okay, I'm going to skip this argument. Women are only seen as beautiful when they're young, and a huge amount of pressure is put on women to look, act, and seem young for as long as possible. It's not actually because this, well, okay, there is pressure, biological pressure on women to be young. That's true. And basically in 2022, the issue is that these girls are not understanding that there is pressure on them. As women age, they see less of themselves reflected in the world around them. They're less likely to encounter stories similar to their own in books, movies, or TV. Advertisements rarely apply to them unless they're for anti-aging products, and the women they do see who are their age are being praised for not looking it. Exactly. As our culture demands women stay young forever in order to retain their socially constructed attractiveness, no. It's not their attractiveness is not socially constructed. That is biological. It's a biological drive to be attracted to young, fertile women. This is, again, it's just womanist hogwash, right? It's just brainwashing. Like, again, guys, don't get a brainwash studies degree because it leads to garbage like this. Gobbledygook like this. All right, we're going to end the video there. So thanks so much for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, give me a sub, hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you agree or disagree with my points, leave a comment. That's what the comment section is for. And of course, if you want to support, it's patreon.com/theheliosblog. I have that there. Again, thanks so much for listening. If you took the time, especially if you listen to the end of the video. I know you're busy as well, so thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/HeliosYouTube. Rumble, bit.ly/HeliosRumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/HeliosPodcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/HeliosDonations and buy my books at bit.ly/HeliosBooks. Thank you so much for all of your support.